Greetings, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Cryptocurrency. I have with us a very special guest today. Some of you may know him as Decentraleo. We're going to go ahead and refer to him as Leo today. Mr. Leo, can we get a mic check from you, sir? Make sure everything is good.
Hello, everyone.
All right,
Can you?
sounds like, or it looks like anyway, we're all good. I don't think I have anyone here to ask if your audio check is good, but we will just go ahead and continue like it is. So, guys, we've had a pretty rough week in crypto. It's been a lot of downtrending action. A lot of it has revolved around FTT getting dumped by Binance, and it seemed to have dragged most of the market down with it. I don't know if it's all exactly correlated, but we'll see what we can get figured out from that today with our friend Decentraleo. Mr. Leo, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself before we go too far into what's been happening lately with crypto?
Uh, Very good to have me on here. Yeah. Regarding crypto, it's like like most people just found out about crypto through like previous cycle or like through like all the money to be made, right? So from like 2017, I found out about crypto through like Ethereum mining rigs. They were like selling online. I was like, hey, what's this graphics card being sold online? And I was like learning more and more about the tech. And then it's like I really got like more understanding of like decentralization, and I'm more interested in learning about how to use decentralization to empower the people, to like give ownership and stuff like blockchain, smart contracts is like for the tech, right? So after that, I went more and more into the tech. Uh, and then I did like a few internships at a crypto companies as software engineer, and also help in a few NFT projects as moderators. Yeah, yeah,
Nice. What year did you say it was that you got into this with the first graphics card?
yeah. It was like online they were selling this mining rig, and I was like quite baffled, thinking, what is this? You know, four graphics card being sold, and then I was like, because I was trying to build my own PC, and I was like seeing this four graphics card. Like, why does it need four graphics card? Right. So after that, it's like Ethereum mining rig. So during 2017, there was a lot of like mining, retail mining of currencies, cryptocurrencies, and then it's like yeah, there's like a lot of hype about mining Ethereum, mining Bitcoin. Yeah, compared to now. Now it's all like staking, farming. Yeah.
It's a lot easier to get into staking now than it is was to get into crypto mining once upon a time. What year did you say that
Yeah.
was, brother?
End of 2017, like it was the peak of the previous bull market. Uh, yeah, that's when everything became so hyped up, and then I was like looking into it. Yeah.
Nice, bro. That's about the same time I got in. It was in 2017. I had heard about it a little bit before, but didn't get too serious until 2017. Started to learn more about it. What do you think about the
It's,
current state of the market, bro? It's been a little choppy as of late.
yeah, current market is currently at this point this month probably like definitely bearish because um the FTX crash. No one expected this to happen. Like many whales, especially in Singapore, right? Because Binance is not available in Singapore. So most of the whales or most users they use FTX
Oh
because
man.
of the ease of deposits. So it's like a lot of people they trust the FTX. They thought like they are very like well to do, but turns out they're not. And yeah, so many people just got their money stuck in FTX. Just really frustrated right now. Yeah.
Man, do you know what kind
Regarding
of led up to that FTX crash?
no, it's like maybe Sunday I heard like some news on Twitter coming out like there was there was news about FTX. You know they were like use funds to do trades, and they like can't pay back loans. It was like 8 billion or something, 10 billion. Yeah, so Then like Monday, I was like withdrawing my funds already. I'm like my friends, everyone's like, hey, better be safe than sorry, man. Just withdraw.
So you were
And
able to withdraw then, because I know a lot of
yeah,
people got their deposits stuck on there and were unable to withdraw.
yeah. Monday was fine, you can withdraw. Tuesday they were limiting the withdrawals to only the small withdrawals. The larger ones were like paused. If you were trying to withdraw like 100K and above, it was like probably not go through. And then Wednesday they just halted it. Then I think yeah, that's all.
They basically
It's
said,
done.
"Yo, we ran out of money, so you guys are all kind of fucked now."
Yeah. So like everyone thought that after 3AC crash is probably the bottom, but now it's like Bitcoin went to like 15K or something. It's quite crazy. Okay.
Yeah, just
Uh,
for reference, I got the FTT chart up here. Well, this is a perpetual contract anyway. That's what I was trading on. Shows it was down 94% in 3 days. It's since made, let me see. It has since made about, golly, it's gone 218% on a recovery from $1.33 up to $3.52. There's a lot of room for traders to get action in right there, a little piece of the pie. Myself, I
yeah,
was making quite a bit of scalps in FTT and in Bitcoin. So we noticed in that same time frame, Bitcoin's down 25%, which isn't exactly uncommon. We've seen this before out of Bitcoin. Just
yeah,
the timing, though, we know that it had to have some type of correlation or FUD in relation to the FTT. And since it did go down to that swing low of, what was the swing low? Our swing low on Bitstamp chart was $15,632, and it has since recovered from that swing low to the current market price about 10%. So we've seen about a 10% rebound after a 25% drop. It's pretty fucking crazy, honestly.
yeah,
No matter what the asset is, that's a huge move. And I'm not too into the stock market or any other type of markets like that, but I have been told that there was quite a drop in price action there as well. So it looks like we're getting shook up a little around the world.
yeah. I thought FTX would go even lower than that, but
I really
it's like
did
wrong.
too. I thought we were gonna see
Yeah,
Luna Part 2, honestly. But maybe we still
yeah.
might see some more downside action. We don't know just yet. Time will tell.
Are you still shorting FTT or anything?
Well, I got a notice from Bybit that said they could suspend the trading action and possibly even delist the token. So I haven't traded it. I didn't trade FTT at all yesterday. I think the last time I traded it was Wednesday, but I have a couple of my trades here. I could just pull this up real quick. So I just wanted to show you guys who ever might be watching this thinking, oh, the markets are so bloody. Everyone's not doing nothing but losing money. I've got some of my scalp trades up here. I took a couple of screenshots here just to show you guys that it is possible to make money when the market goes down. You just need to have your shorts in place. So all of these were taken with 10x leverage because, I didn't want to do 50x leverage with that type of volatility. But here I'll go ahead and close through these so you can see. Actually, here is a nice Bitcoin scalp, and I got another screenshot of a FTT scalp as well. So this Bitcoin scalp, this is the minute time frame. So you see, I was able to enter this one at 10 a.m. and we hit our take profit just about a little after 2:30, so about 2:45. That was within one day. I targeted 5%, ended up going at the greatest was 9% profits for me. And then here is a FTT scalp. I got a little screenshot from. So this one only took 8 minutes actually. 8 minutes. And as you can see, that was pretty ninja because I got out right before that big old pump of a candle. And this is a 1 minute candle. We are seeing such crazy volatility upwards of 15% to 20% in a matter of minutes on FTT. So you had to be really careful with your scalps here. I was able to get out just before that big pump of candle for a total of 18%. With leverage, it was 184%. So in that hand particular, based off my entry size, I almost doubled the entry or almost tripled the entry. I got back what I put in almost times 2x. So that was a single trade. And here we have some more minuscule scalps. They're gonna get smaller as we go on here because I didn't want to be too exposed. But yeah, all of these were in the past couple days. So just because the market's going down, guys, doesn't mean you can't make money. I just wanted to let you guys know that.
That's true. That's true.
So, Mr.
People always say
Leo,
like,
oh, go ahead.
yeah, people is like saying how like everyone's losing money, but someone the money has to go somewhere,
Exactly,
right?
exactly. It's got to go somewhere. For every sell order, it has to be matched with the buy order. You can't sell something if no one's buying it. And vice versa for a buy order. When people are FOMOing and putting in their buys, someone has to be taking those buys. So there has to be a sell order for every buy and vice versa. Else the market would be illiquid. And at one point, there was a little bit of stalemate where the volume kind of dropped down pretty low for quite some time. Whenever I know exchanges, API keys were lagging and things like that. So it's kind of hard to get orders filled at some point. But then, volatility continued and the liquidity restored. So right now we're gonna wait and see what we can do before we place any larger day trades. But scalping is always available. You just got to be able to do your TA on a smaller time frame. Mr. Leo,
So where do
since
you mostly trade? Where do you mostly trade on the
what was that?
like where do you mostly trade your crypto on?
I do most of my trading on Bybit. I have a Huobi account that I do spot trading with for Bitcoin. So that's like I have a Bitcoin bag that I'm interested in trading Bitcoin to other pairs. So like I'll scroll down or right here. So like these are some of the BTC pairs I watch right here. So if for example, I'm just gonna go ahead and click on this real quick. If, for example, I see that I can take a long position on BTC, I'll try and enter a long based upon whatever altcoin I'm looking at, and try and profit in Bitcoin. So that way I can make sure that I'm still getting some trades in, even if there's no USDT trades available. But usually there's always a USDT trade available. So I do my spot trading on Huobi with Bitcoin, and then I do futures trading with USDT perpetuals on Bybit. And I also have a crypto.com exchange account, but that is the only one that I'm actually KYC verified on. So I kind of really use it as a gateway to get crypto into fiat and fiat into crypto. I don't really do any trading on it.
I see, I see. It's nice. Trading against BTC, that's true OG.
Yeah, a lot of people don't really look at it, but I'm seriously committed to accumulating more BTC. It is my crypto of choice. I'm not a Bitcoin maxi or anything. Obviously, I've been trading FTT and other altcoins. You can see here on my screen, these are some of the altcoins I've been trading lately. But, as far as long-term accumulation goes, I used to have my funds spread out into a bunch of different altcoins, but I've consolidated those heavily into a small amount of altcoins and primarily Bitcoin. Because, I mean, Bitcoin is the money in my opinion.
Right.
Mr. Leo, sir, I wanted to ask you, we've seen a lot of problems with people. We talked earlier about not being able to withdraw their funds from the exchange. So I just wanted to ask you, oh, I got an alert right there on Bitcoin popping up. Sorry about that. I should have disabled my alerts. I wanted to ask you, how can our users keep their funds safe through cold wallets? Because too many people might have too much funds on exchanges right now. And the question on a lot of people's minds is, does my exchange have a liquidity crisis? Is my exchange no better than a bank? A lot of people are trying to point out that FTX was flawed or there was some other reasons behind the failure. But the primary reason here is that they just didn't have funds to cover the withdrawals. That was one of the leading causes of bankruptcy for them. So how can our users keep their funds safe?
Right. You gotta withdraw into wallets where you actually own the keys, right? So for example, there's like MetaMask. So you just have the extension, you just withdraw your funds into MetaMask, and then just make sure you keep these private keys like safe. Uh, you can use a hardware wallet as well, together with MetaMask, so that it's an extra layer of security. I think it's the best to just have like a Ledger, Trezor, right? Just buy it, and then it can only be accessed when you plug the hardware wallet into the PC. So it's like safe. Even if you leak your secret phrase, right? You need the hardware wallet to access your wallet, like hardware wallet to access your funds. So yeah, so for now, right, the best would be just to withdraw because now they're saying maybe Qcoin or like crypto.com is at risk. There's like some rumors spreading right now. So personally, I'm withdrawing funds from exchanges just to be safe because you don't want to like lose it all. Um, Make sure you don't go into like phishing sites. Always go to the correct sites. Don't like sign any weird contracts. Do not sell those weird NFTs that are sent into your wallets. The emails that are popping up in your in your
Oh
inbox. Some
yeah,
maybe
I had one of those emails recently.
tons of
Someone was
yeah,
trying to fish
yeah.
me.
There's just like tons of creative scams to try to like get your keys. Like could be like a job offering, right? Then they ask you to download a file and it's like a Trojan. It's like lots of creative ways for um these hackers to try to like steal your funds, right? So you just gotta be careful and then stay up to date with the news on the latest exploits and try to keep yourself safe. Yeah.
Yeah, brother. All very great points. Thank you for sharing that with our viewers today. And speaking of viewers, we got Boom Time Crypto. Shout out Boom Time Crypto. He dropped a
Hey,
comment. He
boom
said,
time.
"Go on, lads." I don't know if he's still here with us or not, but he dropped in anyway to leave a comment. And we got G Man Crypto. He says, "Yo yo, welcome, brother. Glad to have you both here. Even if you just dropped in and you had somewhere else to be, I appreciate you stopping by and leaving a comment." Oh, look, now we're getting a couple more comments there. T-Cal says, "What's up?" What's up, brother T-Cal? How you doing, man? We're learning from Decentraleo, guys, if you're just joining us. So I'm going to ask you a little bit more about crypto exploits a little bit later in this interview show, Cryptocurrency. But I wanted to try and get away from a little bit of the hecticness of this week. And I wanted to ask you a little bit about, I saw you posted something on Instagram about the e supply decreasing. So I was going to ask you if you can explain a little bit more about that and how Ethereum supply could go to zero.
Oh, Ethereum supply is I don't think it could go to zero. It's like not possible. But it will decrease is because we have like this mechanism, right? The burn mechanism because of the EIP 1559. So basically whenever a user does a transaction on Ethereum, there's a portion of the fees that is burnt. So it's like removed from the max supply, right? And then that's how the supply is getting burnt. And then for the merge, right? We recently had the merge in September where like we transitioned from proof of work to proof of stake. So now for the proof of stake, there's like lower amount of ETH being like issued to the validators compared to previously when we have like the miners, right? The miners are earning Ethereum on the mining rigs. So that one is like higher amount of inflation in terms of ETH supply. So now we have not only lower supply of ETH being issued, as well as we have if like there's like more activity, then we have more fees being burnt, more ETH being burnt through fees. Yeah, there's like this website. It's called ultrasound.money, right? You can see that now we are like going deflationary. For the past few days, it's like just the supply of ETH has been going down and down because people are like using Ethereum network to like either liquidate their funds because now FTX or something. So people are like trying to move their funds around the network or like trying to use the network for some NFTs or anything. So basically, if ecosystem is growing, more people are using. I think the supply will just keep getting lower. And if people are not using network, then the burn will be reduced and it will be inflationary again. So it's like a balance. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not a very high probability of it going to zero, but what you're saying is the more people that use the network, the greater the decrease in supply.
Yep. That's
Interesting.
right.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that with us, brother. Now, we were talking a little bit earlier whenever you mentioned hardware wallets and some of the potential exploits, like obviously email phishing is a very big one that happens to a bunch of people. You click on the link, they get your information, such as your IP address, and that could lead to other forms of exploits. But can you maybe explain why? I mean, there's been 3 billion lost or stolen this year in crypto exploits. Can you maybe explain why some protocols are like more susceptible to being hacked, or maybe why they might be a target for hackers?
Yeah, because in crypto, right, everything is really really new. People are trying to do all sorts of experimental features. Like they're trying to build things fast as well. So things when you build fast and you build with inexperienced people or trying to build some new products, you tend to make mistakes. You tend to like uh lack some auditing or like have some carelessness here and there. So that's why it will give opportunities for these hackers to come in and like exploit the funds. You know, it's like it's a bad market right now. People are like they will see the opportunity and they just go and like try to take it, right? Um what do you call it? Like bridges being hacked because of the flaws in the vaults, like large sums of money are being stored in the smart contract. And then the hackers, maybe some of these hackers are like insiders who are like the developers themselves, who see this exploit and they just secretly, steal the funds for themselves.
Oh man,
Yeah, it
really?
could
I
be,
honestly never considered
like,
that.
yeah. And let's say there's a team of five, right? They build the protocol. Maybe one of them uh discovered this exploit and they just steal it for themselves. Yeah. It could be their own team stealing their own funds. It could be like,
Wow.
yeah, like Oracle exploits or like just the team deciding to stop producing anything and just run the project. Yeah. Yeah. It's many different cases of exploits, many different ways to hack the system. Yeah.
Well, since we're using blockchain here, can't we tell, at least maybe not who owns the address, but can't we tell at least what address the funds were taken to?
Yeah, we can see on chain, right, that most of the time that these hackers, after they steal the funds, they usually just try to wash trade it. They try to like bring it to like Tornado Cash to mix it with other funds in order to like get away from scrutiny, right? They don't want people to track the funds, so they go through many different ways to like escape the tracking on chain before they can cash out. So most of the time they use Tornado Cash or something because Tornado Cash is like a mixing service.
Man,
Yeah,
just I gotta point out Bitcoin real quick. My alerts are going off like crazy, bro. Bitcoin has dropped since we've been on this stream. Bitcoin has dropped 4.15%. It's already down to 16,630 on Bybit. That's pretty
yeah,
crazy.
like straight drop.
So it looks like we're getting ready to slide again, guys. Make sure you have your plan ready. If you're getting ready to trade, or if you wanted to trade these markets, it looks like you're about to be presented with another opportunity. So man, that's crazy. I
Like what?
never even considered. I'm sorry. What was that, bro?
Oh, you're saying like opportunity. So are we gonna long this or are we
No,
gonna
man.
short this?
Yeah, if I see that the market's downtrending, usually I always say that, trade with the trend because the trend is your friend. So if the markets are moving down and they're moving down very viciously, I will try to wait for some type of pullback signal and then try to get in on a short for that so I can try and ride it down. Because, I mean, obviously, the best point to have been in now was above 17K. I had a fib level at 17,600. So a good short entry would have been from there, and we'd already be up 5%. But now that it's slid 5% in the past couple minutes since we started this stream, you gotta have to be careful because there are going to be those upwards rebounds that can be in excess of 1 to 2%, depending on what kind of leverage you're using. That could cause a liquidation for some people, especially if it's cross margin and you have other positions open. But more so, I would look for short opportunities because I think I've been telling people for weeks, probably for over a month, maybe 2 months, that I didn't believe the bottom was in. And I didn't
Mm.
know. I mean, if I was wrong, I was wrong. Shoot me, I was wrong. But I was right. I didn't call the bottom exactly to where it would be, but I thought potentially it could go somewhere between 14K, maybe even as low as 8K. But so far, we haven't seen 14K. We did break the previous swing low of 17,600. So at least I was half right saying the bottom was not in yet. Now I believe we're somewhere amongst the bottom. It could take a few days or even a few months for us to consolidate down here and find the true low of where this bear market's going to bottom out. But I think the bottom is upon us now. It might not be right here at 16,000 or at 15,500, but we are amidst the bottom of this bear cycle. And then from here, obviously, I'm looking for shorts on futures. Once we have a confirmed bottom and a confirmed reversal signal, is really what I'm looking for. Then I'll start looking for hyper longs and those spot long scenarios. I'm not taking any spot longs right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, any actions I'm going to be taking right now are going to be in futures, trying to make shorts. And there's going to be long opportunities as well, on the shorter time frames. But if you're trading with the trend, your chances of being correct are greater than if you're trading against the trend, because then you have a higher probability of failure trading against the trend.
That's correct.
Yeah, G-Man says alerts going off, jump in the markets, bro. Brother, if I wasn't in the live stream, I would try and make something happen, but you better believe I'll join you guys in the Discord after this session and we'll get to some trading. And Ananya says volatility at its peak this season. Yeah, volatility is bananas. I wonder what the volatility on FTT is showing. Yeah, it's also going down pretty steep pretty quickly.
I think it might be a news of FTX being bankrupt. There's just this news coming out right now.
Ah! Oh my God. Yeah, FTT is down 48% since we started this stream. Oh my God. Look at this.
Literally 1 minute ago or something. The
Oh,
FTX filed for bankruptcy. Bankruptcy.
oh man. Damn it. That would have been an amazing short. Well, like I said, I wasn't trying to short because Bybit already told me, a couple days ago that they could delist this thing. So I'm not trying to get my position stuck either. Even though I'm not trading FTT on FTX exchange, I still don't want to be the guy who has an active trade when it gets delisted. And they did give us the warning. So, guys, if you're going to trade FTT, you have to keep in mind that it's highly volatile and could be delisted from, I don't know, probably any exchange at any moment. At least Bybit gave us a warning the other day. So I'm done trading FTT for now, but that doesn't mean I won't try and get into some Bitcoin volatility. But oh my gosh, it's down 48% since we started the stream, bro.
On a zero, bro.
51% right now. Yeesh, that's crazy.
Going to a few cents, man.
I guess so. I guess it's gonna be another a Luna part two, man. I guess so.
Yeah, the news says that SBF is resigned.
Yeah, he's probably gonna join. Oh, what's his name? Do
He's re-
Kwon as being a fugitive. I don't know. I
yeah,
saw some tweet the other day that he was trying to flee the states with the ledger in his butt, but I think that was just a little bit of satire from some random Twitter user. Someone shared that with us in our Discord, so I don't know if that was true. Haven't confirmed it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to flee the state soon, because they're gonna be coming after him like white on rice. Whew, that is
Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
that's a rough move. Yep. And I got another alert for Bitcoin. So, yep, she's dropping. There you go. If you put the short in a few minutes ago, you'd already be in profits. But don't be overcommitted to your short. Like I said, these rebounds could be just as violent. On FTT, if you were here earlier in the beginning of this stream, I showed on FTT how there were some single candlesticks with 18% moves. So, like right here, this was a 30% downside candle with the next candle opened up 12%, and then the candle after that rose another 12%. So that's 24% rebound in 2 minutes. If you're not controlling your leverage or your position size in something like FTT, that could easily liquidate your position, whether it be isolated position or a cross margin position. So don't be overcommitted to these short positions. This is the time for scalpers to be active. This is a scalper's paradise. So just shoot really low. And even so, at the beginning of this stream, I showed a couple of trades. Some of them were more than 1%. Golly. There, see, there we go. I got a -1% and +1% notification on BTC. So some of them were greater than 1%. Some of them were like only, 0.8% was the smallest scalp that I did. It came out to point 0.8, 0.08 was the smallest scalp I did. And it came out to 0.8% with 10x leverage. So, there's no reason for you to try to be hitting a home run here. Just take what you can get. Set up your small take profit targets and just keep scalping. Just keep scalping. It'll add up at the end of the day. Speaking of all this trading, Mr. Leo, I know you're somewhat of the trader yourself, but how have you been making money primarily in these markets? What have you been what have you been doing yourself to try and capture as much profits as possible with everything that's been happening lately?
Actually, I'm not a very good trader. I don't trade a lot as well. But occasionally I do trade for like narratives. If like if I see like the merch is coming, there's gonna be a lot of good news, I would like probably put along. If I see like FTX and this issues coming, right, I would just start to open shots. So I'm trading based on news and like market sentiment, less on TA because my TA are not a very good TA, and yeah, I've tried using TA. I'm not really good at it. I still have a lot to learn. Yeah,
Yeah,
but TA
TA
is
can
something
be
I do.
quite the animal to learn. I mean, especially like right now, a lot of the market moves are not really obeying technical analysis. If you're looking at momentum indicators or market structure breaks, I mean, that's pretty hard to disregard. But if you're looking at, some things like my favorite type of trading signals come from divergence. So I love trading the divergence, but in times like this, you could see multiple divergences occur and, some of them be false signals. So you have to be really careful whatever your trading strategy might be, you have to understand that in times like this, it might not be easy to capture the moves based on your signals because they could be false a lot of the times.
Right.
Here in our comments, we got Aaron Thean says, "Good morning." What's up, Aaron Thean? You must be on my side of the planet because it's also morning for me. Our boy Decentraleo is about to go to bed soon. Ananya Raghuwanashi. I'll never get your last name right, brother. But Ananya says, Luna, FTT, what's next? Solana? Man, yeah, Solana has had quite the dump as well. I got a Solana chart
Well,
right
that's good.
here.
For sure.
Let me see. In that same time frame, because we're just gonna go ahead and measure from the ninth, like I measured our other assets. So it's actually not doing too bad compared to our other assets from the ninth. It's only down 29%, but its demise started a little bit earlier. If I take it back to Sunday, November 6th, to the lowest point was down 79%. So it's a pretty drastic drop. And to its current market price, it's down 58% from Sunday, from the start of the week. So there's a lot of bloodshed in the markets, that is for sure. And then G Man Crypto says, short it to the grave. I'm
Short it, man.
gonna go ahead and withhold from shorting FTT anymore. We could see it dumping right now in the minute time frame, but I'm gonna go ahead and withhold from those short positions. Mr. Leo, do you have any kind of cryptocurrencies that you're really heavily interested in accumulating other than Bitcoin? And what are your thoughts on Bitcoin in general? Because I mean, I know we've talked a lot about a couple different subjects today and a couple different tokens. What would you say, if you have any other than Bitcoin, are your primary tokens that you're interested in accumulating?
At the current point, it's all about survival. Uh, my 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 plan is to like survive this bear market by accumulating coins that will be around for the next bull run, right? So you gotta be safe. You gotta like buy top few coins for now. Probably just Ethereum. If you want, you can buy like BNB or like Matic. Just a few coins, a little bit here and there. Just try to buy some coins that the team is still doing work, right? They're still doing something new. They're still um trying to make progress. I think any coin that's trying to make progress and do something new will continue to pump in the next bull run. And then most of it, just try to keep some stable coins in case like there's a new coin or new whatever, right, that's coming up. You can just get ready to buy or something. Yeah, so mainly Ethereum right now. and I'm looking at Matic. Yeah, yeah. I was thinking Solana, but now because of this, like, nah, Solana's gone.
Well, I mean, if you wanted to buy some Solana for the cheap, right now it's pretty cheap. I think
Ah,
Solana
it,
will be around in the next bull run. I mean, if we ever see it back to its all-time high, even that move to previous all-time high is going to be a pretty amazing move and will pay you out. So, like you said, trying to
yeah,
accumulate things that will be around in the next bull run is very important. You don't want to try and get something that, because I've seen, personally, I've seen coins get delisted. I have even some of them on my watch list still, just so that I can remember, like, hey, as fast as they come, as fast as they can go. So you want to make sure, as you stated, that you're getting into something that somebody is working on, actively developing, or at least with a strong community.
yeah, that's right. It's like
Mm.
never underestimate the shit coins as well because like Dogecoin
I
when it
was
came
just
out,
about to
I mean,
ask you about Dogecoin.
yeah, I underestimated Dogecoin. Yeah, a
Me
lot.
too, bro.
Yes,
Me too.
missed out.
I remember telling people, I was like, I made this meme one time, like it was about myself, because I was telling people like, yo, dude, like Dogecoin's a shit coin, like don't get too over invested in that. I know Elon's talking about it, but it's gonna dump hard. And then every day my buddies call me, he's like, bro, did you see Dogecoin up another 50%? It's up another 30%. And I'm like, it's gonna crash, bro. Don't worry. And my phone just kept ringing. It was like, dude, it's up another 30%. I'm like, fuck. Golly. I ended up making a little bit of profit. I actually bought this phone with Dogecoin profits. This is when I bought it, it was brand new. It was the iPhone 12 Plus Pro Max. So I bought this with Dogecoin profits. I set out to trade Dogecoin because I needed a new phone. I was like, Dogecoin's about to give me a new phone. So I got enough money for that. I got a little bit more money as well from Dogecoin, and I was like, all right, this is good enough. And bro, I remember at that point I had a long position and I closed it out at like 25 cents because I was like, no way this thing's gonna go over a quarter. And then fucking boom, went all the way up to 3 quarters. I think it was up 70 something cents. I don't know. I think maybe it made it to 76 cents, something like that before it finally dumped. But I could have made a lot more money, but I'm happy I didn't lose any money because I know there were a lot of people who bought into the FOMO at the end of the hype, and a lot of people got wrecked. So glad it wasn't me who got wrecked. I'm always the guy who says rather safe than sorry. Always know when to hold them, when to fold them. Got to know when to take profits and when to set. Even if you're in a loss, even got to know when to call it quits on your losses. But yeah, man, Dogecoin shocked the shit out of me.
Yeah. It's like all these new things, Doge or like NFTs when they first came out. NFTs like remember CryptoPunks, BAYC, all this. It's like underestimated them. It's like I see them being at 3 ETH, right? BAYC was like 3 ETH. And I was like, this is too expensive. But now it's like 100. It went to 100 ETH.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, so many. I know, bro. So many lost opportunities. But hey, now we're in like we were saying earlier. We're in the prime buying time. There could be. I still foresee a little bit more lower price action for Bitcoin, but I don't believe it can go that much lower. And right now is the prime time to accumulate. So many people are getting scared, and so many people are trying to talk negatively about crypto. So many people are withdrawing, leaving their positions completely. And I'm like, bro, now is the time to be buying. And a lot of the people are asking me is like, why are you bullish when everything is so bearish? And I'm like, man, look, like you need to be buying when there is blood on the streets, when there's blood in the markets, when everyone is
Right.
showing fear and pessimism. Blah. You know what I'm trying to fucking say. When everyone's
Pessimism.
fearful, yeah, you got to be taking the opportunities then because when things return to normal, Bitcoin's back up to 30K. People are going to want to be jumping in like, oh, is it too late? Can I get in now? But when Bitcoin's back up to 30K, I'm already going to be almost 2x on my spot positions. And by the
Yeah.
time it gets to
Yep.
all time high again, I'm looking at 4x already, 5x on my profits. And a lot of people are barely going to be flocking back to the market at that point. Like, oh, I remember when we were in 60K Bitcoin, everyone's like, "Oh, if it pulls back just a little bit, if it pulls back, I'll buy some. I'll buy some." And people are just still not buying, still on the sidelines waiting. I know a guy in our Discord, Mr. Bus Smart, who's been waiting for a prime buying opportunity. And I told him the other day, I was like, "Yo, Bitcoin's at 15.5." And then it was up to 17K just yesterday, and he's like, "Do you think it's gonna go lower?" I'm like, "Bro, just start accumulating." Like, I don't know, man. It could very well go lower, but we could wake up with 22K Bitcoin tomorrow. You never. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna go up or down. If it's gonna stay sideways. Just gotta be prepared. Accumulate what you want to get. Whatever assets you've been waiting to buy, start buying them. If you have a job and a steady source of income, not a bad idea to divert maybe 10, 15, 20% based upon how much you need to live per paycheck into the coins that you're interested in buying. And then when the bull run returns, you're going to be a winner. You're going to be able to take profits. You're going to be able to do whatever you want with that money. But don't wait until we're living in another bull market to start taking serious action. The serious action needs to be taken now, right now.
That- yeah. But I think like maybe like 1 year, 2 years till the next peak. Yeah. So it's a lot of time to accumulate. Just be patient, be steady, Don't lose everything in rugs, scams. Yeah.
Yeah, don't overinvest. Don't go 100% into the next big shitcoin because I mean, it could any shitcoin could do what Doge did. I'm gonna go ahead. I used to say don't fuck with shitcoins, but I mean, I know that had a
Yeah.
lot to do with Elon Musk promoting it, but I'm not gonna knock shitcoins as hard as I used to because, like I just said, anything can happen. But don't get overexposed into some shitcoin that was just born yesterday or that some dude on Reddit told you to buy. Make sure you do your own research, of course. And if you trust the project, if you think there could be some upside in the future, then get after it. Ananya dropped us a couple comments here. He said Maddox holding up pretty well. He said only the strong hearts are left now. Yeah, if you're still here, you're a certified OG now. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the OG
Yeah.
club. And Ananya says DCA and SIP, the kings of Ultimate Future. That's right, brother. That is absolutely right. So, Mr. Leo, do you have any closing thoughts or questions for me, even? Maybe some comments you want to leave out to the viewers before we head out here today?
Um, say that just stay safe. I'll say survive through this bear market. Keep looking out for new things that are going on. For example, now there's like layer twos, right? There's like more and more these new networks coming out. It can be layer one, also like Aptos and Sui. It can be like new protocols on the chains they're launching, or like new airdrops. You just gotta stay consistent in the space. Uh don't let the market exhausts you from all this bearish news and stuff. Because you have if you have time, you just gotta be have the stamina to last through this 1 2 years. And yeah, people work for like 10 years, 20 years, but you just have to be patient and consistent in these 2 years, and you can make it. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. Most people are going to be losing another decade, 2 decades, maybe even three or four to a 9 to 5 job or, traditional work. But if you enjoy what you do for work, I can't knock your hustle. If you're having fun with your life, then keep doing what you're doing. But like you said, man, a couple years, just a few short years of hard work, hard research, and hard investing in crypto can really change your life. And my alerts just
Yeah.
keep popping off there. So I guess
It's
that's it
going
for
back.
this one, guys. Mr. Decentraleo, thank you for coming up onto the stream today, brother. Is there any kind of business or product that you want to promote on your side before we head out? Something that you offer?
Not really. I don't really have any thing. It's just like my Instagram is just for fun. I post like shit posts, memes, and a little bit of information here and there. Yeah, and if you want to join this NFT that I'm helping out is Sentosa NFT. They're like island in Singapore. It's a free NFT, and we give free stuff. Yeah, it's all free.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, guys. If y'all don't mind, give Decentraleo a follow. I'll drop his name in the comments right here. Decentraleo. Actually, his name's in the fucking stream. His name's in the stream, but I'll go ahead and drop it in the comments there. Decentraleo on Instagram if you guys want to give him a follow. And if you guys like this shirt and want to check out the Deadly Crypto products, I left a link down below in the description for you to get your own t-shirt. I'm going to be coming out with some more products pretty soon. So if you want to show some support to your boy, Deadly Crypto, and go give a follow to Decentraleo. Thank you guys for coming out today. And until next time, be deadly. Toodaloo, everyone.
Bye.